everyone, my name is Keegan. I'm a rising senior at Carmel High School, and for my project, I chose the knee rehabilitation device. I chose this project because I'm a basketball player and I've dealt with knee pain in the past, so in that way, this project seemed relevant to my life. The project uses an accelerometer and a flex sensor to determine, or data from a flex sensor and an accelerometer to determine whether a user has good or bad squat form. And to show that, I'll do a live demonstration of some squats. So if I have good form with my squat, then my Arduino will not send any signal to my piezo buzzer, which will give me no audio feedback, letting me know that I have good squat form. However, if I have bad squat form and perform errors like my knees coming and caving in, or my knees going over my toes, then the piezo buzzer will produce audio and give me immediate feedback that my squat, that there's an error in my squat and I need to fix my form. So to get my project to work, I use a flex sensor, which tells me the angle at which the knee joint is bent. And I can use this to determine whether the user is actually in a squat or if they're doing another action like walking around. And then my accelerometer is also important because I need to use the data, specifically the Y coordinate from the accelerometer, to determine the position of the knee and the direction that it's moving. And the Y coordinate helps me tell if the knee is like caving in versus going out versus staying in the same spot. I also use a Bluetooth module for this project, which sends the data from the flex sensor and the accelerometer to my computer. And this is especially useful for getting data to train whether it's a good or bad squat. And it can also be used to in an easier way register data for the squat. I faced three main challenges while completing my project. My first challenge was getting my Bluetooth to work. And this issue was caused by a faulty module. Originally, my Bluetooth was working for my project, but the module broke midway through my project, and it took me a while to diagnose the issue. My second main problem was getting my accelerometer to consistently print data, and this issue was frustrating because all of the wiring for the accelerometer and all the code was correct, and it turns out that the error was caused by a interference issue caused by having too many wires close together, which was disrupting the current flow to all the components. And I resolved this by moving my accelerometer further away from all my other sensors and putting it closer to the kneecap. My final challenge was correlating the data from the accelerometer and the flex sensor to the user's squat. And this error was largely resolved by, again, moving the accelerometer from the original position to the kneecap because the movement of the knees inward is accentuated more in that position. Currently, I'm working on a few modifications to the software aspect of my project, which will give the user more information about their squat, such as the time elapsed during different positions of the squat, like the descent and the bottom section. And it also gives the user data like the maximum velocity of the squat. During my time at Bluestamp, I've both learned a lot of technical concepts like I2C connection and voltage dividers, but my big takeaways from the program are more broad engineering concepts, like how to take a project and split it into different milestones to progress through the project, and how to troubleshoot different components and software. Thank you for your time.